fellas, not even Michael Jordan had a perfect shooting percentage when he was active in the NBA, which means it's okay for all of us to have an off night from time to time. But when it comes to fixing off nights in the sack, the answer does not lie with a sketchy gas station pill or a boner pill filled with crazy side effects. Oh, no, no, no. The answer comes from joy mode. Oh, yeah. Because whether you're happy or unhappy with your bedroom performance, why not perform even better? I bet your partner would like that. And Joy Mode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout, but for sexy time. Oh, yeah. It's designed to support erection quality, firmness, and sex drives. It contains clinically supported doses of arginine nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax ginseng, and vitamin C. And best of all, Joy Mode is safe and backed by science. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals. Plus, all ingredients have been studied and researched in humans. So I don't know about you guys, but I'll never go back to over-the-counter drugs after trying Joy Mode. It's small enough to fit in your wallet and take with you on the go. It's the perfect travel companion to take you to sexy town. Oh, yeah. So don't miss your chance to up your game in the bedroom, people. Go to usejoymode.com and get 20% off with promo code FratChat at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FratChat at usejoymode.com. Great sex solved naturally. It's Joy Mode, people. And we are recording, Mr. Mo.
What's up, man?
But wait, I didn't do my warm-ups today, and it's very important that I do my warm-ups.
Like Kegels?
This is my vocal warm-ups. This is how I stay cool, calm, and collected and groovy sounding on the pod. See, right now I'm struggling to do it because I got to do my warm-ups. Just hop on here. And no, usually I don't do it on the air or while you're here. It's kind of embarrassing, but, just bear with me. Just go, suck on my balls, suck on my balls, suck on my balls, suck them, just suck on my balls.
Is this like your morning mantra?
This is how I get ready. Now my voice is ready to go.
Well, I went to acting school and took voice and movement for the actor. So if you want some legit exercises, I charge $49.95 an hour.
Oh, well, I've seen your acting. Are you sure you didn't go to bowel movement class? Because all right, we're going to do this in 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge.
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the FratChat podcast.
All young men like 3 things: food, booze, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris Moore.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. So you gotta do the vocal warm-ups. It's the FratChat podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Moore. How's it going, Mr. Mo?
Good. How are you?
I'm living the dream, and honestly, now I was thinking about this before you got on the call, and then you came in with these, Hugh Hefner-y like pajamas on there, and you have a very cool last name that you don't do enough with. Like, Moore is a cool last name. You got the guy who played James Bond for a few movies, who was one of the best, is Roger fucking Moore, and he became
my grandfather.
He became a commander on the goddamn, honorary, put the name of commander of the British Navy and shit. Commander Moore. That could be you, dude. Sounds awesome. Commander Moore, master of all the seamen,
I'll be captain. Or skipper.
Captain Moore, better master of the seamen. He takes the seamen everywhere.
There's a very famous Chris Moore author and a very famous Chris Moore producer.
Yeah.
I'm the third most famous Chris Moore.
Oof. Well, it's better than me. I'm like the 19th most famous Carlos Garcia, but to be fair, there's like 6 million. So I made
Okay.
it to the first page of Google, which is my goal. I was like, if I can make it as Carlos Garcia to the first page of Google, I know that I'm like on the right track. Because when I started, I was like, you have to like go like 26 pages in. So yeah, now things are at least making me the like the 19th down most.
Yeah.
But hey, progress is progress, people. You gotta do what you gotta do. And let's see, Mr. Mel. Now you sent me a news story.
I did. I did on Instagram.
Yeah, and I have to say, it's it's just what this show needs. But you guys are in for a treat with this one because so, of course, this man, this weirdo in Texas, has been arrested for contaminating items from antique stores. You know what he did with them? By placing them in his butt. And this is why I don't take CMO shopping anymore. We're done. We Amazon now. No, his name is Michael Vest, and he's 60 years old. And I mean, for one thing, he came into an antique store wearing a kilt. So right now, right then and there, I would be watching this asshole. But apparently, he was observed sticking $200 worth of merchandise in his sphincter, which is what the article for Now This wrote, thanks to the kilt that gave him better access to his anus. Yeah, that's good reporting. He then allegedly placed the items, which included an antique bottle opener and makeup brush, back on the shelf. He has been charged with criminal mischief and is free on $100 bond. Now, I mean, it's crazy. It was $200 worth of damage that he did, but why let him get to the $200 worth of damage? Why not like stop him at like the $6? Like, hey, asshole, like I'm pretty sure if someone came running out there, this dude's gonna stop. Like, he's wearing a kilt. He's sticking things up his ass. He clearly has no weapons. You know what I mean? Like, he's good. He's got no guns. He's got no knives. Like, clearly, anus is empty. He's proven it. You just stop him right there. Hey, what are you doing, buddy?
I think that especially in Texas, if you see a man wearing a kilt, it's a little jarring.
Texas people shoot people for no reason over there. If someone stick up their ass, you can point your gun. Everybody there is armed to the teeth. They give away guns at Walmart, essentially. You buy these shoes, you get a gun for free, Timmy.
I just feel like I'm not
you get
thief.
2 guns.
Like, I'm not a thief, but like if I was to steal something, I would hope that I would pick an outfit that's less inconspicuous. You know what I mean?
You already know with a kilt, you're trouble. Like a man wearing a kilt in Texas.
Like, I have a lot of friends, a lot of queer friends, who will dress like sequins galore, and then they'll turn around and say, "I don't know why people keep staring at me." Yes, the fuck you do. You're wearing sequins head to toe. You telling me that when you you got ready to go out, you thought to yourself, I really hope that this is a mild look. No, this is crazy. This is crazy talk.
Yeah. If your outfit jiggles like as you walk, you've done too much. Sparkles and shit. Yeah, no.
Sometimes I think that people are like, I've been suppressed for so long, and now I'm just gonna make up for lost time. Where all the animal print, all the feathers, all the
just
sequins,
too much.
I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Pick up a Vogue.
You gotta tone it down, people. And like, if you gotta go with a theme, stick to a theme. You know what I mean? I agree. Sometimes people do too much, and it just looks like RuPaul's Drag Race. You know what I mean? Which is a great show, but like, you're just walking down the street to go to Starbucks, maybe turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
a little much on the eyes. But yeah, this asshole was sticking things up his asshole in a state full of assholes. Hey, suck it, Texas. No, just kidding. We like you, Texas. You're great. I just wish your governor was cooler to you.
I want to interview this man, and I want to know why. So, did this antique shop do something to him? Did he try to bargain and they wouldn't budge, and he thought they were unfair?
I'll give you $200 for this. Sir, I am outraged and I am walking away from you. So, walking away from me, huh? I'm gonna stick this whole store up my asshole, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
I mean, that is the ultimate sign of revenge. Like, I'm not gonna lie, now it gives me ideas. If you ever piss me off, I'm gonna go to your apartment. Oh no, I see. No, it's cool. You can go to the bathroom. Oh no, man, that is too much. Honestly, this is something I didn't expect this from Texas. To be honest, I expect this is from a good friend of the show, Florida. This is right up your alley, Florida. I don't know what's going on, Florida. You haven't been giving us good quality Florida man news these days. It's been more like Ron DeSantis shit. And I don't want to talk about
Correct.
So, yeah, Texas. Keep up these entertaining news. I like it. You're getting freaky, Texas. This is kind of fun. just stay out away from my furniture there, because I like it asshole free. So But by the way, I do want to go to Dallas one day. I've never been there. I want to eat the food.
I like Austin is nice.
In Austin, I was supposed to go to Austin for a bachelor party and never did because the pandemic hit and we got beat. But yeah, another place that has great food. So,
Isn't it crazy that the pandemic was 4 years ago?
I know. I was thinking about that. And it's crazy that it even, I'm at the point now with it where it's crazy that it even happened at all. Like one day we're going to tell kids that like, yeah, there was a time where we had to stay fucking home for like almost a year and like wear masks and shit and then progressively go out back into society. And a lot of people died. Over 1 million people. And they're going to be like, wow, Grandpa, get the fuck out of the lab, watch it.
And then you're gonna say, and when scientists came up with a solution, a lot of people declined it and they died because they didn't believe in science.
Yeah, that is the ultimate way to. Oh.
And our president told us to drink bleach.
To be fair, he didn't say to drink it.
He said to inject it.
He said to inject it. It's different.
Yikes.
Okay, it's totally different. If you drink it, it's gonna take longer to get to your bloodstream. Okay, maybe if you inject it, it'll go right in. So, yeah, thanks, Donald.
You should put it anally. Inject it anally. Everything goes faster to your bloodstream, goes up your butt.
Well, I'm down to try anything twice. That's what they say. Okay, believe me. Oh man. Anyways, Mr. Mao, we have gotten to the point, to the time, to the place. I'm just trying to get my timer up here. 4 comedians roasting each other for 60 seconds. And let me make sure you can hear this. You can hear that?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Sometimes these audio things. I don't know. We need Jimmy back. Jimmy, whenever you get out of jail, call us. We miss you.
Don't call me collect because I'm not paying for that shit.
Yeah, you fucking asshole. Like we get it. You can smuggle a cell phone from someone's ass in there. People have cell phones all the time. I see the videos on TikTok. Fucking come on, figure it out, dude. So selfish.
Correct.
Always so selfish. Anyways, gonna do this in 3. I 2. I 1. And oh my God, look, you guys, I found Waldo. He was in the closet in high school. Look at him. He's out now. That's where he was. It's so hard.
I'm not even wearing stripes, loser. You're the one wearing stripes.
That's true.
You're
That's true.
Waldo.
He's more like the gay Hugh Hefner right now. Hugh Hefner. Sorry. Apologize. Maybe it's Hugh Hefner for you. That'll be you.
There were claims that Hefner had some gay tendencies, has some bisexual experience. So you can just say, I'm like Hugh Hefner.
So basically, if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, and is wearing a butt plug, it's Simo.
Correct. Correct. I think you should do some more of your vocal exercises.
La 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 la, Simo sucks. La 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 la. Those pajamas again. Nah, just kidding.
Both statements are true. I'm not going to deny either of them.
I'll
get you a pair.
I don't care what they say about you. Oh, it's over. You gotta stop right there. You gotta stop. You gotta reload the gun. Because that was comedians roasting each other for 60 seconds. Let's call out the obvious, guys. Everyone wants to head into the bedroom with confidence, feeling like the best version of themselves. But the problem is that sometimes our thoughts get in the way of our performance down there. Or maybe we feel that we're just not reaching our full potential. And what are our options, really? Do we pick up a sketchy gas station pill or prescribed a drug with a huge list of side effects? Nuh-uh, because that's where good friends and joy might come in, people. Oh, yeah. Now, imagine a supplement you can take like your favorite greens packet that gives you that extra dose of confidence and saves you the embarrassment and hassle of a traditional erection pill. Joy Mode's sexual performance booster is an all-natural and science-backed solution to increase blood flow, firmness, stamina, and performance down below. Oh, yeah. It comes in a palm-sized packet just like this guy right here, like your favorite little electrolyte powder. All you gotta do is stir it into 6 to 8 ounces of water 45 minutes before sexual activity and watch the magic unfold. Literally. Now, not only is this the only supplement you'll need in the bedroom, but it also supports your blood vessels, cardiovascular health, athletic performance, blood pressure, and more. So even on days when you're not having sex, you can take the SPB to boost nitric oxide in your body, which not only supports your erection quality long-term, but also increases blood flow circulation, keeping you in tip-top shape. Oh yeah. This allows for your cardiovascular system to pump blood more seamlessly and effectively to the areas of your body that need it, whether during workouts, sexual activity, or your regular daily exertion. When combined with a healthy diet, good sleep, and exercise, you will greatly improve your cardiovascular health. Now, the 30-pack comes in a perforated box, perfect for your supplement cabinet, pantry, or bathroom vanity. It's the perfect 1-month supply. Support your erections, athletic performance, heart health, and overall quality of life with Joy Mode, people. Whether you're on the move or traveling, our compact sachets are easy to pack and take with you. On the go, oh yeah. And get a Joy Mode boost anytime and anywhere. Redefine your intimacy and go to usejoymode.com for 20% off with promo code FratChat. That's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FratChat at usejoymode.com. Ingredients with integrity, it's Joy Mode, people. Now, men across the nation have turned to Joy Mode with over 1 million packets taken to elevate their sexual performance. So don't get left behind. Use that promo code FratChat at usejoymode.com. Oh, yeah. For the record, I don't hate your pajamas. I'm very jealous of them, and they look very comfortable. Are they silk?
They're so comfortable. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I got 3 pairs of these. I got this, purple, and blue.
Nice. And silk in the summertime, especially if you have some AC blowing in there, and honestly, like, it feels nice and cool. Good move. Good move. I might have to. Julie, if you're listening, you know what to do. Anyways.
You know what to do. Clean the fucking bathroom, god damn it.
No, actually, she fucking almost walked in on me wiping my ass yesterday. She wasn't paying attention. that I was in the bathroom and I was mid-wipe. And all of a sudden the door just swings wide open. And I'm like, oh no! And slammed it shut with my other hand. I'm in here. Like, oh
You know
my
what?
god, the door!
You should take
Mid-wipe, dude.
your soiled, dirty toilet paper and press it against her forehead.
That's how you learn to knock, bitch.
She'll never do that again.
I should have just stayed there, honestly, with my asshole out, just like waiting for her. Like, is this what you want to see? My shitty asshole. Oh, I don't even know what that would look like. That would be so awful.
She might be into that. Maybe she's into
That's
it.
right.
Don't knock a fetish.
That's right. So,
Have you ever had your asshole ate before?
No, and I never will.
You know what? Don't knock it till you rock it. I've
Ugh.
had it eaten out a few times. To be honest, I'm not a fan. I'm like, ugh, because it makes me feel swampy down there. But some people like it, you know.
Yeah, it just would feel weird in my opinion. Me, like, I just don't know that I can like have a comfortable getting my ass eaten position. Like, do I sit back with my legs up? You know, like, do I get on all fours? Like, what do I do? Either way, I just like feel weird in whatever position you're getting your ass eaten.
I think as a starting position, it's nice just lay on your stomach and let them dive in. They don't need silverware.
So you just lay there and your butt's like a taco, and they just like, hello. I'm trying not to spit my coffee out, people. I drank at the wrong time. Yeah, I don't know. I just just sitting there, laying there with. I would feel like if I'm laying in that position, I'm inclined to turn on the TV, you know, and like just start like channel surfing. So just tell me when you're done back there. I don't know what the fuck.
I dated this guy. What was his name? I remember I brought him to a comedy show, and he was just really weird. But he had a foot fetish. Do you remember this guy?
Yeah, you told us about the foot fetish guy.
And I was laying on his bed, and he's like, "I'm gonna take your shoes off." I was like, "Oh shit, sorry." I thought to myself, "That's rude. I shouldn't wear shoes." I was laying on my stomach with my feet propped up to not get my shoes on his bed.
Right.
But a lot of people like you to take your shoes off when you go to their apartment, you know?
Totally.
Oh, so he's like, "I'm gonna take your shoes off." I said, "Oh, sorry," and he took my shoes off. Then he took my socks off, and I was like, "Huh." And then without even a warning, he just grabbed my foot and started licking it. My face in the pillow was like, ah! And I was like, whoa, dude, I jumped up and said, "I just came from work." He said, "It's okay. Lay back down. Let me do this." I was like, okay. And then he wanted to kiss me afterwards. I was like, I don't think I can do that.
Dumb, dude, you smell like cheese.
Yeah.
No. See, I can never do something like that. That is just the weirdest. Ugh. Anyways, now to a perfect segue. Because this week, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the Republican National Convention. And hold on.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, there we go. Because the race for president is on, ladies and gentlemen. And then in a couple of weeks, you got the DNC. And we'll be there to do that too. But this week, the news cycle is all about the RNC. And holy shit, what a wacky shit show it was. And we're here to talk to you about the top 10 craziest, the wackiest, the funniest things that happened at the Republican National Convention. And, I saw your list too, Simo. This one's going to be fun. Guess what? A shit show. And if the
What?
DNC is anything like this, this is gonna be a fun political year, but in maybe the worst way. I don't know. I'm scared, but this was a doozy.
Why would they pick Milwaukee of all places?
I don't know.
I feel like if I was gonna have a Republican like party, it would be in like a truly like deep South red state. I'm thinking like maybe parts of Florida, maybe Georgia, maybe Texas, maybe
Well,
Carolinas.
maybe they're trying to get people on the fence to do a cool event. They got Hulk Hogan there, performance by Kid Rock.
Yeah.
And the crowd goes mild. But I love Hulk Hogan though, but it was surprising to see him there. In some ways he did good, but we'll talk about all that. It was just crazy how, I mean, it's really become a show at this point, but like a weird show. Like, I don't know, but give it to Trump. It's the most I've seen a convention full of white people try to be charismatic before. And I mean, sure, in some ways it came across like a cult, but Trump came across like, as like the coolest dude ever, so let's get to it. What do you got, Mr. Mao? You start us off.
I want to start off with the second speaker of the night on Tuesday, and she is infamously known as Marjorie Taylor Greene, with her usual anti-immigrant and anti-queer rhetoric. But this time, all of her most momentous statements were accompanied by a very bizarre sound effect afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. She's like, Trump's gonna make America successful again.
And she'd have this like weird smile that looks
creepy.
Like I don't know if you read the Harry Potter books, but there's this lady, Professor Umbridge, who comes later on, who's this like bitch. And she smiles at people, but she makes this weird little noise, and it was just like that. It was so fucking creepy. It was it was almost like there was someone in a booth controlling her up there, like, all right, turn up the smile meter, or turn it down too much. And she'd go back to her speech. And the whole thing was, they were like, oh, we're going to do unity or whatever. But it was just her doing her same bullshit, like hateful speeches with just like a somber tone. Like instead of being like fuck these immigrants, to be like, these immigrants are coming into our country. These assholes, it's like you're saying the same shit, dude. You're just saying it in a lighter tone. That's not what they meant when they said lower the tone. That's not, you are not understanding it, you dumbass.
Let me tell you, the world's a scary place right now. And for lots of reasons all over the world. I mean, don't even get me started with what's happening with Palestine versus Israel. I mean, that's really sad. And then I think happening with like Ukraine and Russia, like that's scary, And there's things happening everywhere. But I was just caught off guard when she's like, we asked for peace and they brought us war. We asked for this and that, and they brought us Trans Visibility Day on Easter Sunday. I'm like, is that? And
there was a coincidence that Easter Sunday landed on Trans Visibility Day that year. It's always, Trans Visibility Day is always on the same day. Easter falls on like the fourth whatever, so the third Sunday or whatever, So it's just a coincidence. You fucking bitch.
But I feel like I'm like, of all the issues to talk about, you want to start with that. Like normally, like when you write like a research paper, you're gonna put the most important topics at the top. You know what I mean? You're just gonna assume that the reader can stop at any moment. So you want to make sure that you make a um like a Frankenstein beast of substance at the beginning, at the get-go, to really draw
Totally.
in your audience. And
Mhm.
I felt like there's so many scary things happening. You want to talk about trans visibility today? Does that really scare you? Do you lie awake at night losing sleep because the trans community has a day? You kidding
Yeah, they
me?
need to
Like,
vote
come
her
on.
out. I don't think that. I don't think I know many Republicans that actually like her. So I don't know how she still. I mean, hasn't had enough. Maybe this next election will be the one because she is. She just make her and like the Matt Gateses of the world and the Lauren
Lauren Boebert.
Boberts make it such a joke where it's like, oh, you guys gotta know how bad it looks. And Matt Gates is a fucking sex offender, for God's sakes. Like, that's weird. Why the fuck is he up there with his weird melty face? How much work did you get done,
So
bro?
creepy.
And she with her creepy like weird smile, but they're dumb as rocks too, dude. Like it's like every time they speak, like people they want to make fun of Biden for having gaffes. Every time they speak, they say the dumbest shit ever, and they clearly have no understanding of the law that they're supposed to be working for or to enforce, and they get nothing done. Like other than like just sit there in front of a camera and spew this bullshit. They're just attention seekers. So it's like, come on, guys. You can do better than that. Vote them out.
Horrible.
Vote them out. But yeah, that weird sound is going to live rent free in my head. When I saw her talking and all of a sudden I hear her making it, took me a second to catch this. Like, wait, did I just hear that? Like, what? And she did it again. It's like, no, what? No, she did do it. and then they spoofed it on the Daily Show, and that's when I was like, no, she did do it. I wasn't crazy. It's like, so yeah, this bitch is crazy, you guys. You guys gotta watch out.
This is an old article, but like a couple years ago, she spoke at a white nationalist conference, and it, to me, I was like, okay, we know all we need to know at this point
Yeah,
about her. You know what I mean?
totally,
Like, why is she still relevant? And 2 years later, they're still giving her like prime slots at the RNC. Kidding me? Like, she's crazy. She's unhinged. She is not good
totally,
news.
totally. It's wild.
Anyway, what's first on your list?
Well, I'm gonna go segue because Marjorie Taylor Greene's BS actually segues perfectly. I'm gonna into this, and it's the so-called unity theme that they had every news network pitching to the world. It's like, oh, after President Trump's assassination attempt, he's gonna be much more somber, much more turned down. This conference, he told the world that this conference is gonna be about unity, people. And it's like, what the fuck? Why is this is like every network was saying all this shit. And these people, and then you got Marjorie Taylor Greene goes on there, and then Trump even himself, they were like they were just spewing the same hateful shit. It was basically like I haven't seen messaging so backwards since Simo forgot to take his happy pills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, stop taking them.
They were smiling, but the things they were saying were not very nice. It was just the same shit. So I don't understand why they just had a somber tone about it, but it was the same shit, you guys. So the media has been very, very weird about their coverage of the Republican Party and Trump these days. I don't know, but there was even a senator who went so deep in the attack that after his speech, he blamed his teleprompter for it. I'm talking about Senator Ron Johnson, who called Democrats clear and present danger. And they went on to say that he himself wrote a much nicer speech, but the teleprompter in there put in the mean one. And, he like read it, but, by accident, but like it wasn't his fault. Which is the teleprompter. So he used the Ron Burgundy excuse from Anchorman 1. If it's in the teleprompter, he will read it. You fucking gotta be kidding me, dude. Like, that is the best you got. It's like, just be like, I'm sorry. I think I can speak for most men when I say we want to have better sex. And for the sake of our partner, we may need to have better sex, fellas. Because no one likes it when you bring a wet noodle to a barbecue party. Write that down. The issue is that over-the-counter erection pills contain unregulated chemicals, suggest unsafe doses, and include the risk of several other health problems. And who wants that? It's like those drug prescription ads where everybody's like sitting there playing volleyball at the beach, but they're dying of herpes. Not cool. That's why we partnered with our friends over at Joy Mode. Whether you're looking to spice up your intimate moments or increase your confidence in the bedroom, Joy Mode makes all natural and science-backed supplements dedicated to helping men perform better across their core functions. Oh, yeah. The trademark product, the sexual performance booster, is every man's solution for increased blood flow down below, firmness, stamina, and performance of your favorite friend. It's like a pre-workout, but for your buddy down below. And let me tell you, it works. And the best part, the product is totally safe. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals. All ingredients have been studied and researched in humans. It comes in a palm-sized little packet, like your favorite electrolyte powder. Just simply mix one of these bad boys right in with 6 to 8 ounces of water, 45 minutes before sexual activity, and watch the magic unfold. Literally. Like, you know when you start blowing up an inflatable castle? It's sort of like that, but down below. But it's time to redefine your intimacy and go to usejoymode.com for 20% off with promo code FratChat. Oh, yeah, that's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FratChat at usejoymode.com. Ingredients with integrity, it's Joy Mode, baby. Fuck that.
He's a dick. I can't stand him.
The teleprompter. How are you going to blame the teleprompter? And not even the teleprompter guy. It was the teleprompter. It's very vague. It was the machine. You guys, the machine was after him. Fucking asshole. This is one of his trust Floridians named Ron. You hear that, Ron Prendamano? Fuck you. Anyways, what you got next?
Let's go with. Okay, so I remember a long time ago, not a long time ago, maybe 5 years ago, no, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, who knows? But there was a time when there was a really scary shooting at Pulse nightclub in Florida, in Miami. Remember that?
Yeah, it's a few years ago.
And I remember that night, I got the news and I called my friends. I said, guys, if there's any time to be prideful, it's now. And tomorrow is a Pride Parade in Milwaukee. Let's all get bus tickets and go to Milwaukee. We were living in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to Milwaukee, and it was really sad because a lot of floats didn't have anyone on it because people were scared to be prideful because people got gunned down for being prideful, the night before. So anyway, I remember go to the bars, and we made this a tradition. Like for every year after that, we went to Milwaukee for Pride because it didn't coincide with Chicago Pride. So we can do 2 Pride parades in 1 month. Like, oh, this is fun. This is really easy. But I thought to myself, what a gay-friendly city. What a lovely little town. Everywhere serves beer. And so I was incredibly impressed. I wasn't surprised, but I was very pleasantly impressed with the fact that the downtown Milwaukee bars and nightclubs mostly hosted drag shows during the Republican National Convention so that the Republicans had nowhere to party. So there's no options to hang out unless you were okay with drag queens.
And something tells me that they were, if you know what I mean. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Something tells me they were. Because, for example, I was actually talking to Julie off air. I stayed at this hotel in Florida for spring break one year by total fluke. It was, I went to Orlando to stay at a house that my parents used to own, this little house. And when we got there, someone had been broken into and living in it and trashed the whole place. So, the guy went
Horrifying.
out or whatever, but it was still trash. So I was like, all right, let's deal with this tomorrow. The sun's coming down. Let's go drive up an hour and a half to Daytona. We'll try to find the first hotel that we can find and that's open, and we'll just party there tonight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and deal with this shit. So we go up there, and the only hotel that we can find is called the Streamline Hotel. And then we pull right in, and we get the 2 rooms, and it was like, not like a shithole, but it was definitely not like a 5-star hotel. It was, but it was perfect for college kids. And then when we go up to the front desk, one of us asked, I think it was me, that asked the person checking us in if we can smoke in the rooms. And I should have known when he said this, because it was a gay guy and the way he said it, but it just didn't register. He said, honey, you can do whatever you want in the rooms. And then we were all like, yeah, we can smoke, like high five, like idiots didn't get it. And then we go out drinking that night, and then I get back and I am wasted, college boy and spring break wasted. Come back to the hotel, and I accidentally hit the top floor instead of our floor. We're right below the top floor. And when I get up there, the door's open and it's a bar. And it's just like one, like it's a drag queen bartender, and she's literally cleaning a glass. Or I'm not gonna lie, I'm also, just for the listeners, sorry, Mom, I was on mushrooms as well. So I was like very fucked up. And like the colors are wild in this bar, because it's a gay bar in Miami or Daytona Beach during spring break, and it's just like fucking sweet. And almost it's like walking into a spaceship, and then there's this like drag queen in like very intricate getup, just cleaning a glass as her, and she goes, "Hi, honey," and I was just like, oh, hello. I'm in the wrong floor and I'm trying to speak, so I probably sounded like a fucking like weirdo, And then I just like hit the button and the doors closed and said bye bye. And then I ran over to my room, and then it turned out that it was a gay hotel, but it wasn't just any gay hotel. Apparently, this hotel was, we're talking to the people at the front later, saying, oh, we didn't catch on that this was a gay hotel. Like, you should have told me. So, yeah, honey, I told you that you can do whatever you want in the room. What the fuck do you think? It's like, oh. But they told us that it was a place where a lot of like Republicans, like senators and congressmen, like the young ones, go with, their secret boyfriends and, spend the night. That's why it's not too nice. It's very inconspicuous. You can do whatever you want in there. They got a quiet gay bar, and it was like secretly known that that's what you do. And I even met a girl while we were there that had a friend who heard about this, and like literally, like I'm pretty sure she went home with me just because they wanted to see the hotel. Because he was like, oh, this is fucking famous. This is where you go get a sugar daddy. Like these like gay like senators go hang out there. And it was also where NASCAR was founded, apparently.
If I knew then what I know now about this hotel, I'd be living nice.
But it goes to show there's a reason why maybe they went to Milwaukee. They're like, oh no, they're having all these drag events. Oh, I guess we'll still go.
Yeah. We have no other option. We're going to have to go support drag tonight, I guess, guys.
I'm sorry. Anywho.
I
believe it is my turn. And this next one, it's one that I'm not going to lie. 12 to like 14-year-old me would have been psyched if I find out that this was happening. Probably this whole event, to be honest. If I didn't understand politics and just knew that, who kind of showed up. But Kid Rock had a performance. And, 12 to 14-year-old me thought Kid Rock was the man. 24-year-old me has evolved a little bit because it's like, come on, Kid Rock. He used the song American Badass, which is actually a damn good song. It samples Metallica's guitar riff from the song Sad But True, which is a fucking sick masterpiece of a metal song. And it's been used by The Undertaker as his theme song in WWE. So it's goddamn good. But the song is about being a rebel without a cause, a badass, a guy that doesn't give a fuck about the establishment. But now he's sitting there licking boot to stay relevant in the RNC and changing the lyrics to be like Trump, 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 Trump. It's like, come on, Kid Rock. That's just flat out fucking sad. Like, what happened to you, Kid Rock? You used to be cool. You used to be a rebel. You used to be a rebel without a cause. Now you're literally like licking boot, dude. You're not the American badass. This is the American sad ass. This is not cool. I like it. It was sad. And literally, like, and can we talk about the audience too? Because it's like, where did everybody go when you? The convention had a lot of people. You know, sure, less people tuned in on TV, but like the crowd itself, it looked pretty full. And then all of a sudden, Kid Rock starts performing, and like they pan out to the audience, and everybody was fucking gone. Like, did everybody go pee? Did everybody go take a smoke break? Like, what the fuck happened? It was just like the saddest. It was like legitimately like 16 people watching Kid Rock perform.
Kid Rock is 53. When he was 43, he became a grandfather when his son's girlfriend gave birth to a daughter. So there seems to be a theme amongst at least Kid Rock and Lauren Boebert in the Republican Party. So I guess like family values is all about cranking them out early, I guess. I don't know.
That's right. And a lot of them just have secret abortions, you know, but we can't get them. They can.
Yikes.
But yeah, Kid Rock, that was just fucking wild. I can't believe how sad and low the mighty have fallen, because I used to love you, man. And that song, I still listen to American Badass from time to time. It's good, especially for the gym. And like I said, it's a Metallica riff, and I love Metallica. So anytime you have something with it, I'm going to be into it. But fuck, man. How can you lick so much boot?
I think that, okay, so I didn't necessarily meet him, but I saw him at a Dunkin' Donuts in Chicago one time in the South Loop, and I thought he was homeless. He smelled like shit. And I always thought to myself, like, wow, this is a sad person. And Wikipedia claims that he's an ordained minister, I guess for like for marriages and things.
Yeah.
And he has a firearms collection.
Oh, of course he does. He was shooting at Bud Light cans when the whole like trans spokesperson thing happened, and then it turned out that he actually still loved Bud Light. You know, he was just doing it to be cool, along with like the Republican. But like, I think he has like a bar or something, and they serve it. He had no problem making money from it. And then he was like, "Oh, you know, it was just being stupid." It's like, shut up, dude. Like, what are you? Anything to make a buck. It's like I feel like maybe he's just doing it to stay relevant, and maybe that base at the rallies buys his records. I don't know, but it's gotten sad. Kid Rock, you gotta chill, bruh. But anyways,
he was involved or engaged, I think, with Pamela Anderson back in the day. I think that she got pregnant and miscarried. Ooh. But he owes her a lot because he wasn't really as significant until she came on board, I think.
Yeah, he was cool, but
she elevated his status.
He was like known as like a partier who would get a lot of girls, honestly. And then Pamela Anderson was the one who was like making him like, what? He got with her. Mm-hmm. And then that was kind of like the last one that Pam Anderson gave her. The last rock star to get her love. Because before that it was Tommy Lee, and then there was the guy from Poison, Bret Michaels. Yeah, she had this thing. She made them superstars.
She really
God,
did.
she was so hot. She was like the babiest babe of the 90s. Her, like Marilyn Monroe, are up there, I think, with like the babiest babes of all time. That's like, can't beat it. Can't.
Pamela
beat it.
Anderson in that red swimsuit in Baywatch. Oh, holy moly.
Fucking iconic. I just like where the word iconic actually fits. It's like overused these days, but like that is actually iconic. Her fucking running down the beach with her giant knockers, like boom, boom, slow mo,
Mhm.
and they didn't like jiggle too far and wide. It was just a perfect jiggle. It was like a well-tuned basketball. Pa-pa, pa-pa.
Did Julie just walk in the room?
Yeah, she came in to grab something.
What a great timing.
What perfect
Right,
timing. I'm sure she hears worse coming from me.
Well,
But
next up on my list, speaking of blondes, do you know who Savannah Crisley is?
oh yes, yes I do.
So she's known from the show
Chrissy knows best.
Grizzly Knows Best. And then when her parents went to jail, I think that she and her brother had like a spinoff that was like Grown Up Grizzly or something.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently she was a notable speaker. I'm not sure why. This is what I think. I think that her parents went through Fulton County Court. And I think that's the same court that's prosecuting Trump.
Yeah.
So I guess they thought that this was, I don't know, notable. But so she blamed these like Democratic rogue prosecutors for her parents. Okay, so her parents went to federal prison for fraud and tax evasion. So she blames the Democrats, but a jury in June 2022 found them guilty of conspiring to defraud community banks in Atlanta out of more than $36 million in fraudulent loans, defraud the IRS, and commit tax evasion. And apparently, it's the Democrats' fault. Like, you can't make this up. This is crazy. So this
It's
stupid bitch
wild.
was
I actually heard her talk, and I was just like sitting there, like, really? So your parents' crimes had nothing to do with them getting arrested. It was all, just these fucking witch hunts, essentially. And it's like, come on, dude. And it's just that was a big theme of the night too. It's like just playing the victim card. Like it was like bringing these people up, who would just like complain about how bad they have it because of whatever reason, and it's all the Democrats' fault. Like Sarah Huckabee Sanders came up there later on and was like doing this whole like sad speech, like, ladies and gentlemen, I just like to take a second of your time because these Democrats have gone far enough. They were mean to me. They like didn't let me eat at my favorite fast food restaurant. And once some guy spit at my car. It was like rude. Ew. I don't understand why. People are so mean to me. And meanwhile, the speeches before were like, at least they were smart. A couple of them were like people who had gotten like shot and shit, survivors and different shit. People who lost their homes. And then this bitch is up there like, they were just so mean to me. I don't understand why I was so rude. Just because I'm a Republican. And because I like Trump. So can you believe that, you guys?
She also likes carbs and sugar. Don't act like it's because you're just because you're Republican. It's because you are a fucking ogre, bitch. Let's call a spade.
And then that was essentially Savannah Crisley. Like, these fucking guys, you guys, took my parents who committed a little bit of a crime of tax and fraud, is what they're saying. And sure, it's millions and millions of dollars, but like, who cares? These goddamn Democrats trying to take us down. You guys with me? And everybody's like, yeah, we love you, pretty lady.
Oh, let me ask you, what do you think is worse? Watching your parents go to jail or having a role in Sharknado 4?
Oh! Wah, 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 wah. I would rather watch my parents bone twice than watch Sharknado once. Is it me or does buying a sex pill at a gas station feel super awkward? You know, you're like walking around and you don't know what to get. The guy's definitely looking at you, judging you with every step. It's super weird. Plus, then we're going to talk efficacy. Does it really work? Because my buddy once bought a condom from a gas station, and now he has 3 kids, so you tell me. So it's good to know that Joymoid is not only backed by its users, it's backed by science, people, which goes to show that science can be sexy sometimes. Oh, yeah. Now, let me ask you something. Whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Usain Bolt was the fastest man in the world, and he still wanted to run faster. So why not be an Olympic gold medalist in the bedroom, fellas? Because that's where Joy Mode comes in. Joy Mode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. It's designed to support erection quality, firmness, and sex drives, and it contains clinically supported doses of ingredients like arginine nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax ginseng, and vitamin C, which is going to make your boy down below stronger than ever. Oh, yeah. Plus, not only is this the only supplement you'll need in the bedroom, it also supports blood vessel support, cardiovascular and heart health, athletic performance, blood pressure, and general erection function. Plus, here are the game changers. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals, and all ingredients have been studied and researched in humans, so you know it works. And I don't know about you guys, but I'll never go back to over-the-counter drugs after trying Joy Mode. And psst, it's small enough to fit in your wallet and take it with you on the go. It's the perfect travel companion, and it's a powder, so you don't need to worry about it getting crushed in there. So all you got to do, fellas, is just go to usejoymode.com and get 20% off with the promo code FratChat at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FratChat at usejoymode.com. Great sex solved naturally. Oh, yeah.
You know, I think that, okay, so Chrisley Knows Best was a show about this, like, really, really wealthy family in Georgia. I guess they were, like, real estate tycoons or something, but they had a very effeminate dad that no one talks about. Like, clearly, if you asked him for a sperm sample, he would fart in a cup. Like, yay!
Yeah, he's super gay. He's super gay. That's why it fits in so well with like the Republican themes. So I love it.
So I just feel like she grew up with the epitome of privilege, and she's like, life's so hard. Girl, come on. Have you ever flipped a burger? Get the fuck off this page.
Right. Yeah. Fuck it.
So
that was the theme of the night. A lot of privileged people talking about how they have it so hard. And they did bring in some people that did have it hard. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of them, the ones that are politicians, come on, you guys.
There's one guy who was like 99 years old. Did you see this guy? He was like 99. And he was like, if and when Trump gets reelected, I will re-enlist in the army. Because that is worth fighting for. Like, you better sit your old ass down. Change your diaper. Get the fuck out of here.
The grandpa, it's bingo time. Come back again to the fucking podium. Huh?
All I want in life is B4. No, shh, we're talking about the RNC right now, Grandpa.
People start clapping. It's like, oh, mines, bombs, run. Oh, God. Yeah, PTSD is never funny, but that guy was old. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lot. He was, and now the funny thing is now I see media also questioning how old he really was. It's like, was he really that old? He doesn't seem that old, but it's like, come on, dudes, cut it out, old man. Anyway,
we better fact checked him like we fact checked everyone else in the Republican Party. All lie.
Fuck you, Grandpa.
That's
Anyways,
right.
is it my turn or yours?
I just did Savannah Crisley.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this next one is gotta give a shout out to you know, the big G, the Lord, according to these people, Donald Trump, because the cult of the ear band-aids was in full swing. Everybody, grab your ear pillows and put them up to your ear in solidarity with the great leader, Donald Trump. For you doing this, you can pay $19.99 directly to Donald Trump at Donald Trump Venmo. No, don't worry, don't send it to the RNC. Just send it directly to Donald. He'll know what to do with it. I want you, great leader. That's right, okay. Put on your neck pillows today. Okay, believe me. For only $19.99. Plus a small fee of $19.99. And some more 4 payments. Okay, believe me. Of $19.99. It's like, come on, dude. What in the Jonestown was that? What the fuck is going on? Like, it was already before. Like, it was already super weird before. But this is now, like, getting to be, like, another level of, like, crazy. Like, come on. Like, I get being fans of the guy, but you can put it on fucking neck pillows or ear pillows. How do you even find an ear pillow? Is that just toilet paper? What is going
Let
on?
me tell you, I thought that like I would never ever be caught dead in a red MAGA hat. And I saw some outfits. There was this one guy who wore a blazer, like a suit in like brick print. I think he was trying to be like a border wall. And then there's this other guy who had a suit jacket that had pictures of Donald Trump's face. And I thought, wow, that's really embarrassing. It can't get worse than this. But then
And
when I
how
saw
much would that
girls and
cost,
people,
too? A suit
who knows?
with Donald Trump's face. Fucking
For
loser.
some huge fans of Donald Trump probably do it for free. They're like, you know what? He's a man of the Lord, and I'm a man of the Lord, and I'm gonna do this for free. You know what I mean? Like people are weird. So I thought it couldn't get worse, but seeing those like ear band-aids, I was like, oh my god, like it's
Yeah.
worse. It's awful.
Like, I would never do anything like that for Biden. No way. Or any politician. It's not just Biden. Any. It would never have a politician's face on my goddamn suit or my chest or my body. Nothing. And a fucking ear pillow? Are you high? Like, what?
Horrible.
So dumb. Like, come on, you guys. You gotta snap out of it. You need the real Lord, Lady Gaga, in your lives, and she'll steer you right. But anyway,
Well,
what you got next?
in addition to these ear pillows, another I guess tribute to Donald Trump was the fact that with in addition to all the other like Trump merch stuff, you could also buy the collection of poems by Donald Trump. There's a nearly 400-page book which features a Donald Trump tweets on each page. This is before Twitter became X. So these tweets are divided into sections including loathings, realities, and portraits.
Oh my god. He sold
Whatever
his
he can
tweets.
do to make a buck.
He sold his tweets, you guys. That's wild. And you know Elon's getting a cut too.
I'm sure.
This is fucking wild. Can't believe it. Yeah, the man sells shoes. The man sells tweets. What the fuck? That is wild. If you bought a book of Donald Trump's tweets, you're in a cult. Like, that's not.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I would understand Googling them to be funny, but like, if you're paying money to buy a man's tweets, I don't want to hear you say that the economy or anything or Joe Biden's the reason why you can't eat. If you're fucking spending probably like $50 fucking dollars or more to buy these goddamn tweets, yeah, I don't want to hear it. It's wild.
Crazy. Absolutely
However,
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. If someone does have the book, I would totally love to read it because I want to see if they have the Rosie O'Donnell section.
That was good.
That was a fun feud. See, if Trump had never been president, dude, I would love the man. Like, he really, it's just, I don't want him running my life. But he says some funny shit. And then they really brought the best of each other, I think. That feud was a masterclass in roasting for young comedians out there. They did not give a fuck. That was great.
Man.
But I just don't want the guy like being in charge of the nukes. That's just or policy or that's just me. But he is a cool dude. I heard him on
That
Logan Paul, and he was funny. He's charismatic. He's like an entertaining guy, and he's like you can see that he can just like he's a bro. There's no other way about it. I know
we have a
bros.
coworker who's a huge Trump fan, and he wanted to get into political discussion with me, and I said, "Listen, like I think you're an intelligent guy, but you can't look me in the face and tell me that Project 2025 is going to benefit any of us, yourself
Totally.
included. It's so
It's awful.
scary."
Yeah, I vote against it. I don't want that guy in charge of policy because he's just doing it also to keep power for himself, and that's why all these policies start too. And it's just never good. So just let him go back to being a billionaire or millionaire or thousandaire, 16 buccaneer, whatever the fuck he actually has. And he can be, entertaining again. And that'll be great. Anyways, MAGA merch, man. Anyways, up next, ladies and gentlemen, I'm down to 2 on my list. Is one that I never thought I would ever see. But speaking of bros, the RNC got way more brotherly, brother, because Hulk Hogan was there slapping meat, brother. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. Trumpomania was running wild because Hulk Hogan was there, brother. And I was just like, what? I can't believe it. And it was not gonna lie, it was a genius move for Trump because those last 30 seconds of that Hulk Hogan speech where he did his like shtick and he was like fully in like character and ripped his shirt off, that crowd was fucking pumped up. But before that, as I'm watching it live, when I see Hulk Hogan start talking about the border being broken and immigrants and shit, I'm like, okay, I gotta change the channel because this character would not be saying those things. That is not Hulk Hogan. That's Terry Bollea. Hulk Hogan would be a real American, brother. I said, bring in all your sick. Bring in the kids, brother. We'll put him on my back and lift him into America with the power of Hulkamania. Nah, but it was cool as shit. I have to say, he pumped up the crowd. And Donald didn't fall asleep during his speech like he did. I don't know if you saw his son spoke the night before. And they panned over to Donald, and Donald was just
really? I didn't see that.
And then his supporters got so mad on Twitter. They were trying to say that it was during a prayer and shit, in which at one point they did pray and they closed his eyes. But he also fell asleep, and it was during his son's speech, during Don Jr.'s, and it was so great because during Hulk Hogan's speech, he wasn't just wide awake. He was standing up for the whole thing, pumped up, like, yeah, look at it. I got the Hulkster, okay? Meanwhile, during his son's speech, he's just sitting there like, oh my God, when's this guy done?
His son said,
wrap it up, I can't believe me.
Didn't his son say something like they're teaching in school there's 60 genders? And I was like, they are? What's teaching that?
It was like the wildest speech. Oh my God. But y'all also, this reminds me, there was when Donald Trump came in, when he was introduced, this dude, it was his job to introduce him, this guy from a band. But he legitimately took like 40 minutes introducing Trump to the point where they played him out. So they muted out his band and they started playing music over him, and Trump came out. It was literally like this dude was like, all right, are you guys ready for the President of the United States? He is a man who will save America from Democrats. Are you ready for him? He is ready to come out and speak to you guys about what's going on with the world and how he's going to make America great again. He is the President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Welcome to a new America when this guy is going to be the greatest president of all presidents and time. Ladies and gentlemen, he's about to come out. Are you ready? Give it up for a new era in America. And Donald Trump sitting there, they're showing him backstage, like, God damn it. Like, and he goes like this. And then they start playing like, you know, like random stage music, and somebody goes over the guy, like, please welcome President of the United States, Donald Trump. And he walks out like fucking like and does his whole spiel. But it's like, I was watching this guy intro him. I was like, what are you doing? Get on with it.
I wonder if they told him to stall. Maybe they were like, he's not ready yet. Like,
I think I have a feeling he just was enjoying the moment and he did not want it to end. I mean, you know, it's like he like really ran the light.
Yikes.
It's like, let me, you know, those comics. Let me get that joke in. I got one more. I didn't go out in a laugh.
Why wasn't Roseanne Barr there?
Yeah, right. She probably fell asleep
On her narcotics.
Yep. She took a sleeping pill writing her speech. And, you know, she fell asleep before she could finish her N-word.
Yeah. That's how I knew that Hulk Hogan was going to be there, because he likes to use the N-word.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know.
man. Anyways, what you got
Well,
next?
Yo tengo uno más. So my last one here is the funniest one to me. It's regarding the Grinder outage. So over 1,000 users reported a Grinder outage in the Milwaukee area around 4 p.m. on Tuesday, according to a Down Detector, which is a website that collects online service status information. So the Grindr app also allegedly experienced problems in Milwaukee on the fourth and final day of the RCN. So there's a bookend. When people got there, they got busy. When they left, they're like, let me get busy again before I leave.
That's right. It's like, ooh, I don't have to speak till tomorrow. I got a whole day to bang. And the last day, woo, let me go. Was there a Streamline Hotel down here in Milwaukee? Or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, I am not surprised that there's a venue full of people hating on the gays. And Grinder goes down. Nice cover, you guys. Is that a beard or is that JD Vance? I don't know who it is. I don't understand. But yeah, nice try, Repubs. That's why, like, I don't understand why they do the things they do or the policies they make. But at the end of the day, they're one of you, you know. Just gotta come out, be happy. You'll be a lot happier. Oh yeah. Anyways, yeah, I can't believe that. But yes, I can believe it, because it's like it's so obvious. I feel like the more like it's a problem to you in public, like someone else's lifestyle, the more like you're definitely like into that.
Oh yeah. Oh totally.
Absolutely. It's like he's like outraged. Oh, these guys. Oh, come on. You are definitely in the closet, bro. Just chill. Just chill. Because otherwise, you just don't give a shit. It's like it doesn't affect me. You just live your life. But some people, they just try so hard to prove they're not in the closet that they literally are shutting the door for themselves in there. Like Matt Gaetz, for example, sex offender. Look how much work he's gotten done on his face. You can't tell me fucking that he has a problem with trans and fucking drag queens and shit. Get out of here.
Right.
You look like a drag queen now, buddy. Like, good Lord, what did you do to yourself? But, anyways, my last one was something that I thought was. I thought Hulk Hogan would be the tippy top of how wacky things would get. Because it is one step away from idiocracy. But then we got Amber Rose, you guys, and that's my top one for the list. And I like the little thing. She began stripping at the age of 15 under the pseudonym Paris to provide for her family after her parents' divorce. And on Van Lathan's The Red Pill podcast, she said that she also attempted to sell crack cocaine, but was not successful. And here's
Stand up, girl.
Mm-hmm. She is obviously a black woman whose Republican policies don't necessarily benefit, but she also runs like a charity for girls looking to get abortions and shit. Like it's like, wait, do you realize who you're supporting? So it's obviously for the money. And it was like them trying to reach out to Gen Z with like the worst spokesperson ever, because clearly that shows how out of touch the Republican Party is with the young generation, where they're just like, oh yeah, they need someone cool that the kids will love. Amber Rose. Yeah. It's like, what? Are you serious? And she was like, she did a song that it was like a ripoff of Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby, and it was like Trump baby. It's like, oh. I think Vanilla Ice would want to shoot himself in the head just so he could fucking spin in his goddamn grave after listening to this. It was so bad. I think he should sue for damages, because that was.
Amber Rose was a video vixen back in the day, and then her claim to fame was her involvement with Kanye West. So
that's it.
I think.
Why would Gen Z love her?
And Gen Z does love her. I think that she had her moment.
They're just a fucking
show on VH1 for a moment, and that was it.
They're just out of touch. And they had, like, for example, Vivek Ramaswamy came up and was like, Gen Z, I got a message for you guys. If you guys want to be rebels, you want to be hippies, you want to be cool, you want to be rebel without a causes, well, try showing up to your college campus and say that you're a conservative. Yeah, and you want to have kids and get married and stuff. Yeah, that'll make you a rebel in today's America. And he's sitting there like thinking that he did something. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you saying? Are you a moron? You guys sound awful. They're clearly so out of touch with the young people in America. That was very much clear. But they do have the brothers secured with Hulk Hogan. I have to say, they did good there. That really fit in with their fan base. But Amber Rose, what the fuck? That was just weird. It was out of place. And it just showed that this is a shit show, you guys. This is not good.
Do you think that most professional wrestler fans are Trumpers?
No. It's actually very 50-50 with pro wrestling fans too. I see I'm on a couple there's news sites essentially where they tell you kind of what's going on in the business side of wrestling and backstage and shit. And people comment on that. And sometimes Trump news pop in, because he is a WWE Hall of Famer on the celebrity wing, because he hosted WrestleMania twice, and he's been on WrestleMania a few times, and on the show a few times. And people will go 50-50. Some love him, some hate him. You see like Trump 24 fucking messages all the time, or like, oh, this fucking asshole, he should be in jail. Why are you guys writing about him? So it's very 50-50. He's a very divisive man, especially since he became president. Like, I feel like before that, people would say he's an asshole, but he was like a lovable asshole because it was just his shtick. But now, it's different when from a TV show to being president. It's totally different. So, anyways,
Well, I just want to say that I don't condone assassination attempts. Like, I don't think that President Trump should have been shot at. I think that's horrifying. But I would like to see as much of an outrage when kids are shot in schools. So I think that it's all scary, but it's disproportionate the amount of publicity that this got, and there's school shootings on the regular that doesn't get a fraction, of this.
Well, I will say the president getting shot at is a life thing event. I understand why, in a way, but it's the thing is whether the coverage or not. The gun that Trump was shot at with is literally the gun that the NRA puts on their little lapel pin that they're trying to ban. That have been used in all these school shootings, and they're not going to do anything about it. So, regardless of whether it got more coverage or not, they're not working to do anything that's going to impact anybody from getting access to that type of gun. They're just going to secure Trump's perimeter a little better, and that'll be the end of it. So that's But anyways, that was our list of the 10 wackiest, craziest, funniest, most ridiculous thing to happen at the Republican National Convention. Let us know what you thought of the list. What if there were any wacky moments we missed? Let us know. Rudy Giuliani ate shit. That's always funny, Suck it, Rudy. But anyways, give us a follow on social channels at FratChat Podcast. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. That's on Threads. That's on YouTube. That's on Twitter/X. You can give my buddy Simo a follow over here at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, and Seymour Comedy on Twitter/X. You can give me a follow as well. Check out my website, carlosgarciacomedy.com. As you can see where I'll be performing and all that good stuff. You can also check me out at Carlos Does the World on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Threads, on YouTube, and Carlos Does World on Twitter/X. Oh, yeah. So, Mr. Mo, it's time to go. So won't you get us out of here?
I'm going to bring out a man of a new era. What that guy say? It's like, I motion to adjourn this meeting.
And I second. All right, you guys will be back next week with another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the FratChat Podcast. See ya!